Hey everybody, how are you? Back to the lectures. I'm sorry I haven't posted anything for a couple days, but you'll have plenty of time to look at these and re-look at them and look at them before you take the test. Life is good. Arena and I are basking in the glow of our recent engagement, so life is good. So, to juxtapose to that good feeling, I'm going to talk a little bit about the fall of the Roman Empire and move into the Dark Ages and the medieval period. Okay? And again, remember what I said. I think one of the most important things that you want to take away from college, among many things, is an understanding of the historical cultural timeline. So, the Roman Empire lasted a very long time. And it's kind of the difference historically, as I understand it, and I like to look at it as the Greek culture was kind of more along the lines of a democratic idea like we think of today, where all the groups kind of had a voice and that helped shape things. And there was a certain beauty and intellectualism to Greek culture. Again, everybody had to go to the theater, civic responsibility, etc. And when the Roman Empire started, that's kind of what it was like. But over time, and you can see that it lasted almost 800 years, give or take, it slowly began to develop into an empire where you had a defined leader and groups who were a little more disparate. And you can look at the Colosseum video as an example of how violence began to rule. And you began to see over a long period of time a societal breakdown. And Christianity began to rise a little bit towards the end of the Roman Empire. And as opposed to protecting, etc., all of a sudden we had these nomadic tribes of warriors surrounding ancient Rome. The barbarians, Huns, the Visigoths, etc. And ultimately, the Roman Empire was overthrown, and the emperor, I've forgotten his name, not important right now, was overthrown, and that was kind of what signified the end of the Roman Empire, the fall of the Roman Empire in 476 AD. And then we entered into a period of time that lasted probably 400 or 500 years of the Dark Ages as we look back on it historically. I've posted a short little 4-minute introductory video from the History Channel, and you certainly can go to YouTube and watch at length a documentary about this period of time. But during this period of time, we have very few records of what was occurring. We have no real artistic records of any kind from this period of time. There just wasn't theater and a lot of music or anything. If there was, we don't have record of it. And what this period was about was a lot of disease, plague, pestilence, war, battles, death, destruction, strong people just dominating the weak, and the only real safe places were some of the monasteries that existed. So this is really just a dead period in human cultural history. And it lasted a long time. That's the Dark Ages. Coming out of the Dark Ages, and sometimes the Dark Ages are even referred to as the Middle Ages. We enter into a period, again, still part of this Middle Age period, called the Medieval period. And this lasts for about 400 years of people trying to slowly work their way out of the Dark Ages. And religion becomes the dominant force. And we see the rise of drama again in a strictly religious setting. And it's called liturgical drama. That is religious drama, religious plays, liturgical drama. And the purpose of liturgical drama was to teach the masses about the Bible and Christianity. So there were touring groups that toured all over, and they would set up in towns or villages, and they would set up stages. These stages were called platea, Platea, platea. And if you saw under Milkwood, that was kind of a conceptual thing that I did directorially. We had 5 different stages, right? 1 in the center and 4 in the corners. Those are kind of like middle-aged platea, if you will. They also had another staging device called pageant wagons, where they would roll the wagons into town, and the wagons would open up, and they would each represent different locales from stories in the Bible. So they used drama, either performing on these platea or off these pageant wagons, to educate people about the Bible, about Christianity. And that was where we saw the beginning of the rise of theater again, was through liturgical drama during the medieval period. All right, that'll do it for now. Let me see, I gotta see if I can get out of here. Oh, stop recording. Okay, wait for the next installment. I bet you can't wait. Why? I do that all the time for my grandson. That's what he thinks I look like. This. See ya.